at Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky, and we will be set up reading as well.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's a big honor.
That is in Lexington, Kentucky. We've actually been there the last couple of years as separate. Speaking like the Connor sisters, they spoke. I spoke last year separately. This year we applied for doing a panel. So that's what we've been doing as a group lately. And when we come up to Selma, that's what we'll be doing up there for you guys.
Yes. Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
We're excited.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are very, very busy, and that's great. And the more that you guys get out and share what you do and your knowledge, because each and every one of you are totally different.
Yeah, we are, but then again, the same.
They're so different.
So different, but the same.
So kind of. I mean, we all get naked together and eat cake. Oh.
Are you going there, Holly? Are you really going there?
Okay, I just had a flashback to Holly's gift is her tongue.
Yeah, that had a little something there. Yeah, the tongue had something to do with it, too.
Oh, shit.
The tongue was involved.
Okay, when we said explicit, we need a different rating for this show.
Got some Southern gypsies on here. You might as well just triple X that bitch. No, but on a serious note, I mean, we have a lot of stuff coming up, and we're excited about it because as a group, we get to travel together and connect with each other and other people, and just get to talk and heal and heal as a whole. It's just not about us; it's about other people. It's people that we come in contact with. So that's amazing to us, and being able to educate people, being able to just. It's I don't know. It's amazing. This is what I always wanted to do. This is why I got into the paranormal. I know a lot of people say that. Everybody says they want to get into the paranormal to help people, but truly, honestly, I love to sit down with people and talk about my experiences. I love to hear their experiences because it is a connection and it's a bond that you can't replace with people who you're on a soul tribe level with, and these people. You feel like you've known these people for a long time, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I agree, and everybody gets into the paranormal for different reasons. Everybody says they're in it to help others, and there's very few people who actually still do private residences. I mean, as a team, REAP started about over a year ago, where we started doing the saving history through the paranormal.
Yeah.
Which is how we got involved with Selma and Ferry and Whitehall and a lot of phenomenal places as we travel around the country and do this. And it's great that we're able to help raise money to restore these pristine properties that could be forgotten. So
right.
It's a labor of love of what you guys do with with your house, and that's amazing. But people have to understand that, if you're going into, doing residential stuff or talking to somebody who has had issues, whether they're, just spiritual or, of a more darker nature, you need to talk with others, be educated, understand.
What the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, know what the fuck you're doing. Because so many people get hurt.
Sorry, I was helping you guys. I get just as pissed off. I've been there. I have been there. I have been that group of people that come in behind someone else. I've been that person that they're like, Holly, I really need help. This person come in and they told me this, that, and whatever, and I'm sitting here with my mouth open like, what the fuck? Like, you don't play around with people's house. That's your safety. That's your home. That is where the place where you can get naked and feel like nobody's watching. Okay? So, it's just yourself in your home should feel safe. And when somebody's having some issues going on, know your shit before you fuck up someone's life up.
Exactly. And you need to not just, it's not a one-time in and out deal either,
No.
you need to ask questions. You need to educate yourself. You need to educate you about, the place, the property, the people, the setting. Everybody is just so quick to say, "Oh, I was in, and we got some, got some EVPs, and we'll send them to you." And either people never get them, never get their closure, never get what they're supposed to get.
Yep.
And that drives me crazy. And you have so many people who use the D word. And yes,
oh, I know. It.
Yes, that can happen and does happen, but it's not as prevalent as it's led to be. And we need to educate ourselves, about energy, about spirit. I'm a firm believer. If you are an asshole in life, you're an asshole in death.
Yes, exactly. We just had that conversation this past weekend. See, and it's always nice to connect to other people, not just in the spirit, but in the paranormal, that all have the same mindset. We don't have the same mindset. The people that you want to be around, because there are people out here that are busting their ass. There are the people that are bending over backwards for people. They're not on Facebook going, "Look at me, look at me." It's not about the attention. I understand that people promote themselves, and that's cool, because that's what you have to do. You have to put yourself out there to be noticed by people. If you want people to know you're here, you got to walk out in the street and say, "I'm here, motherfuckers." If you don't like me, here I am. So, that's the way that I live my life. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I might do it too.
You have to. I mean, you do. You have to let people know that you're out there and what you're doing and what you're about. But it's so much more than a black T-shirt and a Facebook page to be a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, exactly. And I get that there's new groups, and that's cool. Like, that's cool. If that's your passion and that's where you're led to be, that is absolutely awesome. Don't be afraid to reach out to other people. Don't get competitive. Don't look at someone as a threat. That's ignorant. Nobody's a threat. I mean, if you're really in it to help people, then you don't see a threat. You see your client.
Exactly. And create a network. And social networking is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be networking. And,
right.
I had a case down in Virginia, and I reached out to Holly, and Holly's like, "Hey, I know somebody who'd be perfect for this case." And, I was able to get that family help, and, Dennis was awesome.
I love Dennis. He makes fun of my accent really bad. Every time I ran him, he goes, "Dennis." I'm like, "Shut up. Leave me alone."
And that was awesome. And that was somebody who reached out. They reached out to two different teams. One team never came back. One team told them, led them in a totally different direction. And I talked with Holly about it, talked to Dennis about it. Chris and I talked to the family, and they even reached out to a close family member of theirs who was in the paranormal, who never even got back to them. And so you got to help people. If people are asking for help, you need to help them, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly. Don't come into this field thinking that because you're going to get in a position where you're going to be like, "Holy fuck, I can't help these people. Let me run." Don't do that, because you're setting other paranormals, their families' expectations of other people in the paranormal. You are, because I know some people that would not want to trust me at all because of what other people had put them through. And I'm like, "Look, I'm not here to bullshit you." That's the first thing that I tell somebody. I don't care if they like my language or not. I will tell them, "I'm not here to bullshit you. This is how it is." If I'm picking up on something, I will call them out. If I sense anything, I will call them out. And most everybody, I've never had somebody come to me and say, "I can't believe you just said that to me," because guess what? I just called you out on your shit. If you're doing something that's drawing in negative energy, then you need to stop it right now. It's not something to play with.
You're right. And we need to know our limitations and know who we can turn to and ask for help. And don't be afraid to ask for that help. because especially if you're dealing with a private residence. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Especially if you're dealing with the surf's up, I think.
It is.
Especially if you're dealing with a private residence, you need to be able to, know what you're doing and be able to show them and help those people, because they're asking you to enter their lives, enter their home. As Holly said, where they get naked and help them.
Well, they get naked, man. That's where I get naked. I walk through the house. If somebody peeks in the blinds, I'm like, joke's on you, motherfucker. No, but seriously, I get really preachy about this, and and this is the thing. People might see us like on a joking level. That's what life's about. Listen, I walk around joking with everybody, but as soon as I get into my work, I remember in October we had an event at St. Albans. And somebody come up to me and they said, I think my husband's has something attached to him. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Ha, ha, ha. It's actually Robin through the paranormal. But I was like, okay, well, let me see him. So he almost never made it down there. And when he did make it down there, I was like, okay, he had some scratches on him. I'm like, okay. He just scratched himself. The surf's up. I love his wave. So I walked up to him, and as soon as I walked up to him, I was like, go. So I told everybody, I just looked around, because you get into that zone, spirit takes over, and it's like back to fuck up right now. I want y'all to back to fuck up. And shit gets real, because I don't play about shit like that. And it don't happen that often. If you're dealing with something like that, spirit takes over.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me over the waves over there?
Yes, I can hear you over the waves now.
Oh,
all right, we got about 2 minutes left.
Oh my God!
And you want to go longer? We could go longer, but we got about.
All right, I gotta eat something. I love you, but I gotta eat something.
No, we got about 2 minutes left.
I gotta feed the curves.
So why don't we wrap up with tell people how they could get in touch with you guys, any events that you have coming up, and where they could see you.
Okay, Rhonda?
They can find us on Facebook. We post the events on Southern Gypsies. If there's any events going on at the Nickerson's Need House that we're doing, you can also find us there. We all have websites. You can just Google our names typically and find us that way. Best way to find us, though, I think right now is Facebook.
Yeah,
we
Instagram.
Have, Instagram. Oh God, Misty and
Misty don't have Facebook. Misty don't have Facebook.
But we have, like you said, we have Selma Mansion coming up. We have Scarefest. We have Fairy Plantation.
We're going back to Massachusetts.
Iowa.
Yeah.
God, Holly, where else? And we got a lot of events at the Nickerson's Need House, but where else, Holly? We've got
I don't know.
I think there's more than that.
They are, but I can't think right now.
Wavacon.
Yeah, we got that. Oh, and Rodney's putting on an event in Tazewell, Virginia. A big one, I reckon, but that ain't come out of the works yet. But we're going.
Awesome.
Yeah, Misty's typing away. Wavacon, yeah. But thank you guys for letting us come on tonight. We love you guys.
I know, it was
so glad
awesome.
You were here,
yeah,
hung out while we got through the Monday night pain in the ass freaker shit.
We made it. We made it.
Only 2 takes.
Yeah.
And people followed us, and they're still here, and we thank you all for listening.
Yes, thank you.
This weekend we're real excited. Watch Facebook this weekend, because I'm sure the live feeds are going to be amazing. We're going to have the queen of live feeds with us, Amy Green and Michelle LeBaron. So there'll be a ton of craziness coming out. And, it was a pleasure talking with you guys tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us on. It was great.
We love yous and hope to see you again real soon.
Oh, we can't wait to see you.
Oh, you will. I'm gonna be all up in your face.
Oh, don't
could be
threaten me
hugging
with a
all
good
over
time,
you.
girl.
Yeah.